How much money did they spend on the plastic surgery, man? I had all my bases covered. I had all the Hulkamaniacs watching DiBiase. I had Virgil in his place. Oh, god damn it, Hulk. Put the spray can down. No. Get away from that trailer. Oh, fuck, he did it again. I got it. He wasn't trying to paint NWO. He was trying to paint V for Vincent Virgil. Baba boom. Well, anyway, I'm John Renton with the retro review of WWE The Main Event, watched by 33 million people, and also Dave Hebner's shining moment on WWE television. Rest in peace, Dave Hebner. Truly iconic moment. I mean, my God, Hulk Hogan absolutely losing it because he got screwed out of WWE Championship after a 4-year and 2-week reign. I mean, to be fair, that was really goddamn great. Nobody is going to beat that. I don't care what fucking company it is. I don't care how many shows they run. I don't care. Nobody is beating 4 years and 2 weeks. And hell, nobody is obviously beating Bruno Sammartino's like 7.5-year run from sometime in '63 all the way to the early part of 1971. Truly a time that we can never go back to. So yeah, big goddamn deal. I mean, there were only a couple matches that were shown on this broadcast. This is available, of course, on the Cock. It's only 49 minutes. But man, what a 49 minutes it is. They did cut off the Strikeforce Heart Foundation match that originally was on the WWE Network feed, but I guess the Cock decided, we'll just go with the original NBC broadcast. But this is truly memorable for Randy Savage and Honky Tonk Man and Hulk Hogan getting screwed out of the championship. My fucking goodness. Just so fucking iconic. So anyway, yeah, Market Square Arena in Indianapolis, Indiana. Indianapolis, here I come. God, that's a depressing sentence. So anyway, the dark matches. They had a full card on before they went on the air. Here are the matches that you missed. I actually would have liked to have seen all these matches. I would have liked it if they could have included this stuff. Just to see Axe versus Ken Patera in a 9-minute match in 1988. Oh boy. Jake the Snake Roberts versus Harley Race in an 11.5-minute match in 1988. I love Harley Race, but by that point he had had a lot of injuries and everything, and he, after losing money in the Central States territory and just needing money, I mean, I don't blame him for going there, but whew, Ron Bass versus Coco Beware in a 6.5-minute match. Man, remember when they were trying to push Ron Bass? And remember when Coco Beware cared? Remember that? Coco Be Care, as it were? The British Bulldogs took on the Islanders. Almost a 14-minute match. Haku and, I believe the Tongan Kid. I would not want to mess with Haku even now. Oh yeah, by the way, fuck Dynamite Kid. Abusive piece of shit. Glad he's dead. Jim Duggan versus a one-man gang in about a 6-minute match, and that was about 5 minutes too long. That was playing off of the fact that Duggan had just won the Royal Rumble, the 20-man Rumble. Conjured up from the mind, Pat Ring Boy Scandal Patterson. Oh yeah, there are going to be a lot of goddamn jokes here. And also, the Ultimate Warrior versus Sika in a 4-minute match. I had no idea Sika was still wrestling for WWE in 1988. Oh yeah, fuck the Ultimate Warrior. I'm glad he's dead. Piece of shit. Pre-tapes with Savage and Honky Tonk Man and DiBiase and Andre and Hogan. Savage always fired up, as always. Liz looking lovely. By the way, fuck Lex Luger for the fact that Liz is no longer with us. He contributed at least. Honky Tonk Man, let's just be honest. Jimmy Hart made Honky Tonk Man better than Honky Tonk Man ever could be. DiBiase, great talker. Andre just talking about choking Hogan and everything. Choking, as it were. And Hogan being fired up. That 80-cent score opening. My goodness. Vince McMahon and Jesse Ventura's glorious magician-style hat greet us. Seriously, take a fucking look at that hat. It's astonishing. It's like Merlin the Wizard threw up on Jesse's head. And then we cut to Hogan doing a montage to Jake Roberts' theme. Seriously, a workout montage. Man, I miss Howard Finkel. One fall! God, I miss Howard. I can't do a good Howard Finkel impression. I apologize. Vengeance is coming, so saith the Macho Man. Dig it! By the way, Randy Savage is always better than Hulk Hogan. Randy Savage with Miss Elizabeth versus Honky Tonk Man with Jimmy Hart and Peggy Sue. If Peggy Sue looks familiar, but you can't quite place her, Sensational Queen Sherry. They thought that was a good idea to introduce Sherry Martel as Peggy Sue. I don't know why. Was it to get out of the fact that she was in a dispute in a contract with Vern Gagne? Was it the fact that Vince McMahon didn't think that anybody was really watching AWA programming at that moment? He was probably right on that latter part. IC title match, by the way. So this is all because Honky Tonk Man was trying to get Liz to go with him and shake, rattle, and rolling and doing all that stuff and everything. And look, I admire Honky Tonk Man for being a gimmick, but the guy really bought into his own goddamn hype and was not nearly deserving of the lengthy title reign that he got. And I wish that Butch Reed had gotten the championship, because even if Butch Reed only held it for a few months, we wouldn't have gotten Honky Tonk Man with a 15-month run that he didn't fucking deserve. So anyway, Savage, you get the best out of any situation, even a match with the Honky Tonk Man. A megaphone to the gut during a ref distraction. There were a lot of distractions and run-ins and all that stuff. Peggy Sue kept trying to get at Liz. That would have been an interesting match, even though Liz never really wrestled, except in the latter days of WCW. Fuck Vince Russo for doing that. Savage fires back. We get more distractions. Savage wins the match, but not the title, because we get a count-out victory. Because of course we do. Because Honky Tonk Man hurls himself stupidly at the post. And then we get a guitar tease. Liz jumps in front. No, Honky, don't do it. Don't do it, I love him. And then Savage smashes the guitar for what it's worth. I mean, you know, the guitar is more over than Honky Tonk Man could ever hope to be, because that guitar got smashed multiple times. Honky rarely drew a dime. And Vince and Andre, well, Vince hypes up Vince and Jesse rather hype up the thing about Andre and Hogan. 93,173 people in the largest fucking quotations my fingers will allow. 80,000 is what I'm fucking guessing. I just have a hard time believing 93,000. Anyway, Andre then says he's going to squeeze and squeeze. Hulkamania's over. Why I make Andre sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I have no idea. I will be retro-reviewing Princess Bride at some point, because I can't fucking wait. Hogan then says, well, you know, the multi-million-dollar man a bunch of times. I don't think he could say the million-dollar man. I think he got confused. Hogan gets a huge pop. Hogan versus Andre with DiBiase and Virgil. Look, it's not a memorable. It's not a memorable match work rate wise. Andre couldn't do anything. Hogan just kept doing everything he could. There was a lot of stalling and everything. They did do the double arm spot after a leg drop. The referee was distracted and everything. Is where they had Dave Hebner and Earl Hebner and everything, and that's how they found out. That's how Jim Crockett Promotions found out that Earl Hebner gave his notice, like, because he wasn't under contract. Like, okay, bye, I'm gonna go here. And honestly, it worked out better financially. But double arm suplex and Hebner counts, even though Hogan, I think, got his shoulder up just before the 2 count. Hogan's upset. Vince McMahon, I can't believe what a stupid decision, what a stupid mistake that was. Vince just taking the referee to task. Andre then says to Mean Gene, I said I was going to win the World Tag Team Championship, and I'm going to give the World Tag Team Championship to Ted DiBiase. Bless Andre. Fucking bless him. God, I miss Andre. Late stage Andre was so hard to see. I mean, he loved wrestling. It's just really, really sad how beat up he was. And here's David Earl Hebner, doing the Spider-Man meme thing. I see you. How dare... No, if you're me, then I'm you, and you're what? I don't know who this is. Hogan's pointing at everybody. And then he tosses Hebner. He picks up one of the Hebners and just tosses him. And launches him over DiBiase, over Virgil. Andre barely shields him. That was fucking scary. Just like, here! And then they start with Strike Force and our foundation, and we go back and Hogan's cutting the whole thing. How much money they spent on the plastic surgery, man? All my bases covered. I have DiBiase watched by all Hulkamaniacs. I have Virgil in his place. Of course he wants to put the black man in his place. Why the fuck wouldn't he say that? And this will be addressed, this will be addressed. And Andre had given the championship to Ted DiBiase, and then that's what led to the Mania 4, tournament. And just goddamn, biggest goddamn moment of Dave Hebner's refereeing career. And just, this is memorable shit. This is really, really good stuff. And the fact they lucked into having 2 twin brothers they could pull this off with, this was really cool. This was great stuff. And Hogan's overacting. After he had cheated multiple times in matches, by the way, to win. And then he got screwed and he didn't like it. That was always kind of funny to me. And then, when I turned around, there were 2 referees. He's going on and on about this. On and on. He's all upset. It's fucking hilarious. So great. And then we cut back to see Strikeforce beat the Hart Foundation. That's it. So we cut. I mean, I'm only crumpling up these notes because I'm not going to review it again. But it's like, yeah, almost 35 years. I mean, just over 34 years. With the recent passing of Dave Hebner, I had to cover pretty much the most famous moment that he was involved in. Great shit. His memory lives on with that. Great iconic moment. And Hogan crying like a little bitch because he got screwed over. It was fucking great. World Tag Team Champion. God damn it, Andre. You wouldn't win the Tag Team Championship for 2 years. Anyway, agree, disagree, what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.